Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are. Today is February 22nd, 2019, end of the week, well, at least for the trading week, and it's Friday. So let's go and take a look at the stat for midday. This is a midday market update. And looking at the crude oil, is actually up 33 cents at 57.29. And gold is bouncing back a little bit, up 4.90 at 1332.70. And looking at the cash index, the Dow Jones Industrial is up 158 point at 26,009 point. And the S&P 500 is up 15 point at 2790. The Nasdaq 100 is up 47 and half point or so at 7,082, and the Russell 2000 is up 11 and a half point at 1587, and the Nasdaq Composite up 56 and it's at 7,516, and the transportation is actually down 35 point at 10,596. So got a little bit of a divergence here between the transportation and the rest of the market. And looking at the internal, let's go and take a look at the internal. On the up-down volume ratio, the New York Stock Exchange is running at a positive 1.87. Since the open today, it's been positive. So has the Nasdaq is running at positive 2.04. The Russell is positive 1.37. And the advanced decline is really strong today. Right now, the advancer is leading the decliner in the New York Stock Exchange at 1442, and the Nasdaq is running with the decliner ahead of the with the advancer ahead of the decliner at 1110. And for the cumulative tick, the cumulative tick is positive for the New York Stock Exchange and the Nasdaq. And as you can see on the E-mini, S&P 500 it's open out of range, came up, took out the overnight high, and came down, kind of tagged it, and right now it's trading above the the overnight high. And the Nasdaq, the NQ, E-mini Nasdaq 100, is also open out of range and came up, took out the overnight high, came back in, and actually went back and took out the overnight high, and trading above the IB high right now. So both the ES and the NQ is trading above the overnight high and the IB high. So let's go and take a look at the daily candlestick for the ES. And as you can see on the ES, we're basically still looking at this confluence, the 2800 level. Right now is still hovering in here, and it is putting a little bit of an inside day here. If you look at the 24-hour chart here. Okay, so Right now, it's still within this channel. I think we're still gonna get another push, but today is OpEx, so gotta be careful. Today is Friday OpEx, and I am looking for a little bit of a pullback before the close here. So let's go and take a look at the volume profile. You see, volume profile is one time framing up. After yesterday, one time framing down, so it's been kind of balancing here. So probably get a push up to this 2800, but don't bet on it. But we just keep an eye on this, because a lot of people was looking at this, and there could be a little bit of a fake out. Just maybe come down and then trap some of the short and then pop it. So we just have to keep an eye on this balance area here. Right, it peak is head above it today a little bit, and then coming back in. So we're going to see how the rest of the session price action going to be. Right, so key thing is watch this low balance area here. Right, and if it come down, then we might see a little bit of a pushback here. So, and while people still waiting for this 2800. Okay, so always expect the unexpected, and when it is too obvious, we have to kind of look the other way, right? Because right now that 2800 is too obvious. And here are the market profiles, some of the level that still remain that we're watching. Here is the well, took out yesterday point of control. There is the December 3rd high that haven't been tagged, and also once we get that tagged, then up here is basically the November stat. So right now we basically see how this is gonna come out when it come back down to take tag well, I'm apologize for this right here. This is the 20th, so that's a couple days ago. Yesterday's point of control is at 2772.50. Right, so we're gonna see will that get tagged today on a pullback. Right. So, and then we go and take a look at today's volume profile. Right, so let's go and take a look at the market profile here so far right now. Oops, what did I do? Guess I got that too much here. Let me do this. Okay, and here we see that the profile, the market profile, fairly clean high right here, and we have a pretty clean low. Then looking at the volume profile, a little soft here. So it's low soft on the bottom, but again, it's a OPEX day, so expect there's going to be a little bit more gyration. I'm looking if this thing come back in below the IP high, right, below this IP high here. If it come back in, I'm looking for this thing to come down and tag this developing value area low, and might even come down and tag the IP low at 2778. I'm not sure that we're going to get a gap fill here, right? But again, it's OPEX, anything is possible. Right now the SPY is sitting at 278.80, so it could pin at 279 or come down at 278. So that's the possibility. So that is it for today on the midday update. So hopefully your day is going well, and be careful, it is Friday. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. At least I know. And if you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, click on the subscribe and the bell icon so you get the notification. And have a great day, and have a great weekend. Thank you for watching.